It feels like home, home, home. It feels like home, home, home. It feels like home.
Hey there, friends. Welcome to Weldon Home. As we get ready for the holidays, today is very, very cold outside, and so I'm making some homemade chicken soup. We're gonna actually make a ramen soup with a bone broth, and so you wanna start pretty early in the day because it takes a couple of hours even in the Instant Pot. But basically what you want to do is remove all of the meat from your chicken, and this is obviously a rotisserie, so it's pre-roasted and already very flavorful. I'm taking off the skin, and then I'm just keeping all of the meat over to the side, and you want pretty good chunks of meat because what we're gonna do is caramelize them with a little bit of brown sugar and some soy sauce just to add a really nice Asian flavor. I'm gathering up some of my other Asian ingredients. I've got my ramen noodles, I've got some baby corn, I've got some freshly picked spring onions, even though they're not spring onions, I guess they're fall onions technically. And I use a little bit of harissa for some spice and seasoning. We're gonna, of course, make some of the delicious ramen eggs to go in the soup. Wanting to get every bit of meat off that I can easily, and then I'll go ahead and bring these bones up, pressure cook them in the Instant Pot for a couple of hours at high pressure. So we're going to be doing the tree today. We went to a couple of estate sales this morning looking for last minute Christmas gifts. My husband and I love antiques, so we were looking for something fun to give to him, but it turned out to be an auction instead of a sale, and it was too rich for my blood. But we did have a good time of it anyway, and it put me a little bit behind getting everything done with my tree. So I'm trying to get all of the tree stuff up, and I've got my mural almost finished, have a couple more spots that need to be filled in. But I'll be showing you that in the next couple of days. And also, I'm going to be making cranberry bliss bars. It's got some more good Christmas recipes coming up for you. So I've got most of the meat off of this. So this is just all of the extra goodies from the bottom of the pan that the Costco chicken came in. So there it is. I have filled it almost to the top with water and covered those bones. And now I'm just going to put my lid on. And I'll hit poultry, and I want to make sure that it's going to be at high pressure, 90 minutes. And make sure that your steam vent is at ceiling and not venting so that that holds in and becomes a good high pressure cooking environment. This is about 2 teaspoons of brown sugar, and then I'm going to add to that about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And 2 tablespoons is about the same as half of a quarter cup or an eighth of a cup. So if you take that and just mix it around, we're going to use this to just add another layer of flavor to our chicken. And you can skip this step if you are low on time and just do the bone broth, but this just makes it a lot more Asian flavored and is amazingly delicious and easy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and coat the chicken with this, and then I'll roast it for about 10 to 15 minutes just to kind of caramelize that on there. You could do this with turkey too. If you have leftover turkey from Thanksgiving, go ahead and use your turkey meat, and this will be a brand new fresh way. No one will even know that you have served them leftovers. So I'm gonna leave that to the side, and I'm gonna go ahead and decorate my tree. So I'm just waiting for my water here to come to a boil so I can do the noodles. I like to bring it to a boil, let the noodles boil for a while, and then I add some cold water to it and let them come up to a boil again before I drain them. And I'm going to go ahead and finish straining the broth. I pulled out all of the bones and there's just a little bit of skin and little bits left. So I'm just using my skimmer to get that off so that we don't have that in our soup. But the bone broth looks really rich and delicious. To that, I'm gonna go ahead and add some of my other ingredients. I will add the remainder of this sherry, but you probably need more like a 1/4 cup. So this is not a sufficient amount, but that's all I have. So we'll add that little tiny bit of sherry and hope that it increases in there and just flavors the whole thing. And some soy sauce. Probably 3 or 4 tablespoons of the soy sauce, about 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, and that just adds a really nice Asian flavor. This is organic toasted sesame oil from Trader Joe's. You know I love Trader Joe's. And a couple tablespoons of ginger. I just used the paste, but if you have fresh ginger, that would be delicious too. A little bit of fresh ginger. And this is a big pot. This is 10 cups of stock, so you need quite a bit of seasoning here. I'll go ahead and add in my baby corn, which I have strained and rinsed. And the same thing with my straw mushrooms. The straw mushrooms are just signature Chinese food. And now I will add in this little bit of scallions that we have. That should be absolutely wonderful. And I have some garlic. I always keep my garlic frozen, that way it always tastes fresh. But you have to let it sit out for just a little bit to get it through the press, because otherwise it's so hard. I need my 19-year-old Johnny to get it out for me. I just put the frozen clove in there, squeeze it out. And I'm using about 6 or 7 cloves of garlic because, like I said, this is 10 cups of stock, and that's a lot of stock. So I'll add all of the flavorings to the stock itself, and then I will ladle some into bowls. And we'll put some noodles in and one of our ramen eggs. And unfortunately, the ramen eggs, while I was decorating the tree, only marinated on one spot, so they have like little belly buttons on them. This is the Better Than bouillon, and I like it a lot better than the cubes. It's a lot more flavorful. So I'll just scrape the last little bit. Again, if you had maybe more like 2 tablespoons, that would be great for this much stock. It would add a lot. So then you're gonna need salt and pepper. And I'm gonna put a little bit of harissa in to flavor the whole thing, a little spicier. So this is about half of that huge package of ramen noodles, and I'm doing that just for 3 of us because we like a lot of noodles with it, but you can do less if you like less noodles. I like a big bowl of noodles with my soup. And it's just 3 of us tonight because my older son is Christmas shopping and my daughter is off at work. So just for the 3 of us, and of course I'll probably have leftovers for lunch tomorrow. Just keep going. So this is an awesome use of your leftover turkey. If you still have some leftover turkey from Thanksgiving, I hope you had a truly wonderful time with your family and friends, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Please like, subscribe, and share.